2020 was a very special year. First of all, it was the 75th anniversary of the United Nations. The UN here celebrated with a survey that went out to all Tajik citizens, and 16,000 of them responded to tell us what kind of a future they wanted and what they expected from the United Nations. It made our work and our presence here very special. The second thing is that last year we launched the Decade of Action. The Decade of Action to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals, which end in 2030, to end poverty, hunger, and to achieve gender equality for everybody around the world, and especially in Tajikistan. Last year was also an exercise of UN reform, which we're implementing all around the world, but also in Tajikistan. And one of the first actions was the strengthening of the Resident Coordinator Office, which I am very proud to lead and chair. Last year, as we all know, was also very exceptional because of the pandemic. Covid-19 hit all of us, as well as the Tajik people, very badly. The UN responded decisively and very fast by coming together and delivering humanitarian aid and longer-term support. Our first action was to develop a joint socio-economic response plan. All UN agencies in the country, but also those outside, came together and developed a plan that was able to raise over $34 million to address immediate humanitarian needs, but also, as I said, the longer-term needs that the people of Tajikistan have in coming out of this difficult pandemic. But of course, our work was not only limited to the pandemic. Last year, we were able to demonstrate so much more around jointness and effectiveness. One of the most important things was how many new joint programs we launched. As a UN country team, we now have more joint programs than we did ever before, which brings together more than 2 UN agencies to focus on youth, on gender-based violence, migration, financing for the SDGs, and we're all very proud of that. Similarly, we have come up with a very robust scheme to avoid costs and increase our efficiency, which we are now launching in 2021. But let me just talk also about some very, very concrete achievements with some numbers. Last year, in 2020, the UN together was able to provide essential health services for over 3.5 million people in Tajikistan. There was also food assistance directly to over 2.5 million children, daily meals for kids who really needed them. We were also able to provide distance learning support during the difficult COVID days to over 2 million children in the country. Another work that we did was at the time when health services were stretched to the limits, we were able to extend reproductive health services to 20,000 women. These were quite exceptional. But in addition to that, and with our goal to reach out to all people, the most vulnerable, we were also able to provide relief in the form of cash assistance, food packages, and documentation to 10,000 refugees and stateless people. 3,000 stranded Tajik migrants who were trying to come back home from Russia, Kazakhstan, and other places received support from the United Nations. 4,000 people and more than 900 small businesses received training support on how to deal with digital means, grants for startups, and job creation support. Of these, 42% were women and 37% were youth. Their needs are definitely much higher, and we made sure to address them. These are some of the concrete achievements, but I want to acknowledge and thank the national authorities, the government, and the people of Tajikistan for enabling us to make these happen. And I would like to acknowledge and also thank our international development partners, our donors, as well as our civil society partners for being with us throughout this process and throughout 2020. We believe that 2021 is the year we will come out of the pandemic, and I wish everybody a successful and healthy 2021. Thank you.